Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today you guys are in for a treat. We're going to be whipping up some Philly cheesesteak wraps. So, yeah. Alright, so real quick, we're going to break down everything that we're going to be using today. So, babe, go ahead and start on this side.
We have your mozzarella cheese. This is dairy-free. Remember, vegan, urban vegan. Alright. You have your olive oil. Alright. And you have your Beyond Beef ground. Alright. This is similar to ground beef. Plant-based, remember. And we have our green bell pepper and onions. And your chop board.
Alright, so we do also have flour tortillas. If you want it to be a little bit more healthy as opposed to the regular hoagie bread or, you know, normal bread that you would use for a Philly, wrap it up. Best way to do it. Alright, so I have my baby spinach here, and then I have all of my seasonings and spices. I'll break those down in the description right below this video. And then banana peppers to top it all off.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready, babe?
Alright, this is what we use. You could spice yours up any type of way you want. We could add more vegetables, however, but this is the basics on how we make our Philly cheese steaks or wraps.
So one thing you guys should know about us, we're not really into spicy stuff. So if you like hot peppers, jalapenos, jardinera peppers, throw all that in there. We don't like spice, so we're gonna keep it straight to the point, pretty basic.
Alright, so we're gonna get started.
Okay, so before you start making your Philly cheesesteak, you wanna make sure you have one yellow or white onion that's chopped, and then one green bell pepper that's chopped as well. So what I usually do is I'll grab my olive oil and I'll drizzle the olive oil onto the peppers and the onions, all right? So after I drizzle it with olive oil, then I'll season it with my garlic powder and then just a little bit of sea salt. All right, so from there, you're just gonna go ahead and dump these into your skillet and start sauteing them. All right, so when you're sauteing your peppers and onions, you just wanna make sure they're translucent. You don't want them crunchy. I like mine pretty soft. It's really your preference, but you don't want them too crunchy. It'll kind of throw off the feel of the Philly. Okay, so after you've pretty much sauteed your peppers and onions, you want to go ahead and add in your Beyond Beef. And for us, we usually just move the peppers to the side and we put the Beyond Beef in the skillet as well. That gives your peppers a little bit more, your peppers and onions a little bit more time to soften. And remember, everything is plant-based, so it's okay. But if that bothers you, you can also just sit your peppers aside and then add them back in once you're finished browning your meat. So it's up to you.
And remember, this doesn't take that long to cook like ground beef does.
Yeah, that's big. Like, this isn't actual beef, so, you know, once it turns brown or once it's browned, it's good to go. You don't have to overcook it, okay? Just brown it.
Overcook it.
Yeah, please don't.
Please do not overcook.
Alright, so as you're browning your meat, you want to go ahead and add your seasonings. So first we have some garlic powder that we're going to add in there. Alright, and again, you can experiment with your spices, but these are the ones that we typically like.
Yep.
We have a little bit of chili powder, not too much because it does have a little kick, so just a sprinkle of chili powder. Alright, we also have some cumin, so we put a little bit of cumin in there. And then the last thing is going to be a little bit of onion powder. So if you guys can't tell, I'm an onion fan all the way. So we're just going to put a little bit of onion powder since we're cooking it in onions. Alright, so once you've added your seasonings and your meat is pretty much browning, you'll just go ahead and mix in your peppers and onions into the mix. You'll kind of fold them in. Okay, so we've got everything mixed up. Smells delicious. I know you guys can't smell it, but as you're cooking it, you will. So last step really is to go ahead and mix in your mozzarella cheese, all right? So I normally sprinkle it on top. And then I also kind of mix it in, so. And you know, you can use as much cheese as you like. Remember, it's a Philly cheesesteak, so the cheese is pretty much a major component.
Yeah.
Alright, this is good. I don't want to overdo it. I love cheese. Alright, so after you've added your cheese, you're just going to take some foil paper and set it right on top. Now our stove is electric, so even when we cut the stove off, it still cooks. If you have a gas stove, just cut it on low for like maybe a minute. That's it. That just allows the cheese to melt. All right, but I'm gonna cut ours off. All right, so it's been about a minute or two. So here's our finished product. All right, so here's your Philly cheesesteak meat. It looks amazing. It smells good. Man, I cannot wait for you guys to try it. Next up, we're gonna actually wrap our Philly cheesesteaks. All right, so now it's time to roll up the wraps and we'll be done. All right, let's make it happen. All right, so to roll the burrito is pretty simple. So you can heat your tortilla if you'd like. It kind of helps with folding. You could just pop it in the oven for a couple seconds, but either way, it'll still roll. So you take your tortilla and then you're gonna take just a little bit of meat. And guys, remember too, you can add your own toppings or whatever you like to it, but this is what we like. Oh my gosh, it's super cheesy. Super. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our spinach. All right, and then we can't forget about the banana peppers. All right, and then we're just gonna roll the burrito, or the wrap. So I usually tuck my corners. All right, it's gonna be a little challenge because this is a smaller wrap. But you tuck the corners and then you literally just lift it over. All right, and you just push everything in so that it doesn't come out. All right, and then you roll it up. I'm gonna throw that over here. All right, and then if you want to secure the wrap to make sure it doesn't like fall apart, you can roll it in the foil. All right, so with 1 pack of the Beyond Beef, you can make quite a few wraps, maybe like 6 to 8 wraps. Just depends on how much meat you use and then how big your tortillas are. If you don't want to do the wrap, again, you can make a traditional Philly cheesesteak. Just get you a hoagie bread. They're super soft, delicious, and you can just stuff the bread with your Philly cheesesteak mixture. Either way, it's pretty good, and you can still top it off with your banana peppers. If you like hot peppers, throw those in there. Spinach, whatever you want to put in there. But you do have the option of either the wrap or just do the traditional Philly cheesesteak. You can't go wrong with either one. All right, guys, so there you have it, the Philly cheesesteak. So super simple, super easy. I'm sure it tastes amazing. Here's what we're gonna actually be doing. So we're pretty new to this YouTube thing, and we wanna thank you guys for the support in advance. So for the first 20 people who like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, we're gonna be raffling off our branded t-shirts, all right? So Urban Vegans t-shirts. Again, just like, comment, subscribe. It's really that simple, and you'll be entered into the raffle for an Urban Vegans t-shirt, all right?
Either crew neck or V-neck, all right? All right, nice. This is cool shirts. Get to rock our shirts.